Hey guys, Jonah here, and I'm back down at Stockport Pallet Warehouse. You guys have been asking for more Amazon pallet returns, so here I am. I've already agreed to buy this little beastie here. These totes here come directly from Amazon, and these were bangers on that first pallet. Full of power banks, loads of cool stuff. So why this pallet? Well, you're not really allowed to look at very much of it. You have to just go from the outside, but you can peek in the top. And I can see that this is looking like another Amazon Returns pallet with a little bit of like return stock in it. So this one has got a few of these poking out the top. They're laptop cases, and there's a couple poking out the top. So you can see there's not all returns, it's a bit of a mixture, and I've got 8 big old totes that are full. I can also see that they all weigh a ton, so they're proper stocked with stuff. That's £400 that pallet. But I've not just bought this one, I bought 3 full stacked Amazon return pallets, and these things are absolute monsters. Some of the boxes are massive, and one of the pallets was just 8 of these totes, which are full of random returns, mixed stuff. There's 8 of these, and they're monsters, and they all weigh a ton. So this is going to be our biggest and best Amazon returns I think we've ever done. We've also got tools, guaranteed pretty much. Well, nothing to guarantee with an Amazon Returns pallet, but we've got angle grinder written on the side of this box. That's the reason I chose this pallet. This one, I don't know. It just, I mean, I look at it now and I'm like, why did I choose that one? It's so chaotic. But there's a huge amount of stuff. I've spent £850 on 3 epic pallets. Let's get into it and see what tools we can find. And a big thank you to this video's sponsor, Bluetti, who sent us one of their portable power banks, the AC70. Bit of a beast, but more on that later. Right, so I think we just dig into it with the big boxes that are just precariously balanced on the top. I have had these boxes for a week now, and they have looked so risky on the side. I'm surprised we've not lost anything. Bringing them in was a bit of a challenge. Some of the boxes, like this one, have got a bit of a clue on the side. Lazy storage, born from simple. Never heard of it. But if it's something I've got to build, I ain't building it. We'll just have a look, see what it is, and take it from there pretty much. There you go, look, set of gloves, boom. We're off to the races already. Kind of looks like a lazy unfolding storage system, doesn't it? Here we go, there's a bit of instructions here. There you go, full wardrobe or cupboard that just apparently cantilevers into existence. So I've looked this one up. This is the 15 cube Dripex thing, 162 quid. Off to a strong start. That is like a temporary folding wardrobe setup that kind of just lift into place. Pretty mental, but there you go, quick fold. First item, out the way. Ooh, let's get the next one. I think we've got another bit of home furnishings. I hope the whole pallet isn't home furnishings. This one is a bathroom cabinet. There wasn't anything bulky like this on the last pallets, to be fair. All looks nicely packed in there. Half of the problem is when the box looks a bit tatty, you think the item might have been absolutely smashed inside or taken out and battered, but we'll try and keep it tidy. Glass shelves aren't broken. Have we got a smashed bathroom cabinet? Have we got a good bathroom cabinet? As far as I can tell, that is a tidy looking bathroom cabinet. It's got a protective cover on it, so it's in good condition. It's got some sort of touch buttons on the front. There we go. Got a little USB plug in the top for a shaver plug. I half thought that was going to be broken, and it's got a switch on the side for the lights. That is pretty cool already, I like that. Definitely wasn't expecting bathroom cabinets on this pallet. This is where we start getting into the crazy stuff now. So we've got a piece of hardboard in a box, no print on it, just literally a panel. I hope there's not too many of those. This is a big box of something that all looks similar. Heavy as well. Right, so what's in here? We've got a smart battery charger. That's pretty cool already. Looks unopened, 12 volt, 6 amp smart battery charger. Loads of these, whatever these are. I hope this is something good. Maybe that could be one of them that's opened. Face and body whitening cream. Looks like I've got flipping heaps of that. All of these are the same thing, I reckon. So, probably 200 face whitening cream from Romsey. I wish it was Brazilian Bum Bum cream. The price of the Brazilian Bum Bum cream still shocks me today. If this was a full box of that, I'd have been quids in. All looks the same. This one's a bit different. This one's already been opened as well. And we've got a, that's a good sign, a 3 amp hour battery for something. It's nondescript though, there's no kind of, it just says power share. Don't recognise it either, but that is a good pickup. Put that there, because hopefully I find something that I can work with. So that is pretty much all face whitening cream. On to the next box. Whatever's in here, there's 10 of them. Let's hope this is something decent. It's looking random. There we go, we've got 10 Holy Grails. Were you in the market for a Holy Grail? Tell them we've already got one.
He's already got one, you see? What?
Oh, label under here. Wedding flower vase. Oh, that makes more sense. A wedding flower vase. Well, I think there's 20 of those. I can see 2 boxes of the same. 10 flower vases. That's another box of 10 flower vases. This is a... Oh, no. Is that the same stuff? That is another entire full box of face whitening cream. I can see that. Oh, no, there's other stuff in it. This is the most random selection of things to put together. Yeah, so that's another one of those batteries just mixed in. Let's get this pallet out. Where's my knife? Don't want to lose me knife in there. Makes me want to check down a bit deeper in this box, really. Yeah, that looks like it's the face whitening stuff all the way down. These are just single units. I bet they were selling like a single pack and a twin pack, and then they just dumped a lot. But that could be a good sign. If we've got loads of power tool batteries and we end up with loads of angle grinders that take the batteries, that is not bad. Right, so that's all the collagens. And in here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 power tool batteries. They can add up. Obviously they're off brand, I'll have to figure out what they go with. That's not bad. Next box, got loads of similar packets in here. Loads of matching packets in this box. Sounds like fixings or something. That's exactly what it is. This is like all of the bits for an IKEA build in a bag. That's not very useful. And there's a whole heap of those, and they're all the same all the way down. So we can, at least we can skip through those quite quick. There's probably about 10 of the same packet in here. So look what these are. It's a strong one, my friend. That is a drink holder. That's weird, but I'm guessing you screw that to the wall and then you've got a drink holder wherever you go. That is a random one, but you know, a whole box of drink holders. I've actually got drink holders on the sides of the studio because I'm always drinking a can of something. That's a full box of those, and the triple packs. Into the next one. At least it's easier to go through when there's one item and then a huge amount of each one. That feels heavy. Come on, something good. Not a good sign. Jaw slides. Jaw slides and more bits. Goodness me. And that's not a good sign, look at that. That's probably all sheets of that hardboard. What have we ended up with here? I don't know. That is a bad box. If that is all stuff like that, that is not good. Maybe Rag and Bone Brown could make use of a huge box full of screws, dowels and cabinetry. I could message him and see if he'd be interested. Little white box with some sort of plug in it. I can see loads of these. Oh, it's a UK to Europe converter, and there's flipping hundreds of them in there and all. So that is a full layer. Oh, something else there. Oh, that feels like a power tool. Woo! That feels good. That's a power tool. Let's open it. Hey, look at that. I thought that box was a dud. We have got a recip saw. Ron Sally. Lithium, does that take the battery? Because I'll tell you what, I'll never have to charge again. I just use them once and throw them away. No. No, it doesn't. Oh, you're joking.
Is this a joke? No.
That is just hilarious, isn't it? So I've got a million batteries and they don't fit the only power tool we've got. Well, let's keep going. That is a good sign. And we've got some recip blades in there as well. Let's put them with the recip saw. That is exciting. The first proper tool we've ever found on a pallet. Makes me want to check out the rest of this box now because there could be anything in here. If we found a recip saw underneath a load of hardware, that is a good sign. Yeah, there's more random stuff down here. So I think that's another one of the batteries. I wonder if this is a different style of battery that will fit my brand new recip saw, or if it's the same one. Box is a bit hard to get into, I'll tell you. No, I can tell that already. Oh no, wait there. That's a different battery. Still doesn't fit. Goodness me. It's got a different battery now. Might have to keep them separate, to be fair. So these are probably the Rontec ones. So they're a separate battery again. That's more hardware. There's another box here of nondescript brown box, but a different size. This one feels like hardware. Yeah, more hardware. So they're batteries. That don't feel like a battery. This is going to be difficult to unravel all this lot, I tell you. Where's the logical place to open this? Oh, here we go. That looks like it'd go for my Bosch stuff. That looks like a Bosch 12 volt battery. It's a different battery again, that one. That's all hardware, and then this is all EU plugs. These are batteries. I'll stick them over there. And then this is hardware and EU plugs. So I might stick all this lot back just so it doesn't get too out of hand. It's almost like a ready, steady, cook challenge. Send someone like a pack of 2 of these, 2 of those, 3 of those. Ready, steady, cook. What can you make?
But can they deliver in 20 minutes? Let's find out. As I say, ready, steady, cook.
So that is all hardware stuff. Put that there. Now there's a few of these. Hopefully this is something decent. I'm going to say that with every single box. Be aware. I hope it is decent. It's a picture frame. Yeah, quite a nice one. Black picture frame, quite thick, chunky one. Oh, that's cool. That's had an upgrade. It's not just a picture frame. It's hinged and it opens out. So you can actually put a bit of foam in that and then have a little bit of a storage thing for maybe thimbles, maybe. Something small and narrow, don't take up too much room. Maybe a thimble collection. I'm sure there's other collections. Medals. Quite cool to have medals on display and something like that. That's nice. That is a cool item. You can never know what to expect. I was expecting that to be cardboard, if I'm honest, or some sort of more hardware. But we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of those, possibly more. They're nice. That is a nice one. Happy with that. We're just gonna have to keep doing it like this for now because there is literally no room. Here's a big chunky box and I can see more batteries down there. This is quite a heavy box. Is there a better way to get into it? They just go nuts with the tape. This could be a power tool. It's got like buffer pads. Yeah, I think it is. I think we've got another power tool here. Wired, so the batteries are still useless. This is Ron Tally and it is a big old beastie 150mm buffer with some plates. And that's the head for it. That's pretty cool. A genuine power tool, a genuine tool item. Makita teal, quite like the colouring of it. Ron Tally, eh? Not heard of Ron Tally, but it's the kind of thing you get on Amazon, isn't it? Lots of brands you've never heard of. Electric polisher, 980 watt. And it's got a UK plug. Let's open this one on the end. I assume as we're both next to each other, these are the same. Yes. So we've got 2 polishers. That's pretty cool. That is a nice item. So what we like to do with the electronic items, we can't really add them to the price list until we've tested that they're working. so much stuff that comes off these pallets is totally knackered or broken, if for anyone who's not English. And this thing does look pretty good. It's come out of the box looking like a classic return. It's in a scruffy box. And to test them, we're not going to be using the normal mains power. Big thanks to our sponsor, Bluetti, who've sent us this portable power bank. Bit of a beast this, because it's powerful, it's got turbocharging mode, you can charge it to 80% in 45 minutes, and it's just a lot more portable. I thought this was a great little power bank, really handy to have in the workshop, and for any of our future plans, having this is going to be a bonus. Useful thing for camping, and if we're going on the road on a shoot, to be able to charge up all the camera batteries, all the gear, all the peripherals, everything, even the lav mics nowadays, everything charges off USB-C or USB, so having those on there, pretty beastie battery this, 1000 watt, but a lot more portable. And this handle molded in the back, I think, makes it a lot easier to kind of move around than some of the other bigger models. One of the things I really liked was it's a 45 minutes to an 80% charge. And Elon Musk has a great story about how batteries charge. So he describes it like a car park. So when a car park's empty, all the cars come in and the first 80% will immediately find car parking spaces, no problem. And it's the last 20% takes as long as the first 80 to find a parking spot. So electric cars and power banks like this, first 80% is really where you want to charge it to. If you have it at an 80% limit, you can really have an efficient charge, an efficient discharge, and an efficient charge again. So that's why they've kind of focused on it. If you're wondering why they say 45 minutes to an 80% charge, that's why, because it's probably about 45 to an hour for the final 20%. And that's why they have such big capacities now. You don't use that top 20%. So that's pretty cool. 45 minutes, I think, is epic. You plug that in, you know, you can go and have a bit of dinner, come back, it's fully charged again, you're off to the races. It's also smart, everything's smart these days. It's got its own app and you can kind of check how much power you've got left on it. You can do all of that in the app, and it's also got an uninterruptible power supply built in. It's 20 milliseconds. Now, it's got standard 3-pin plug, it's also got USBs and like a cigarette lighter. A nice little digital display. Already come with 60% charge in it too, so I don't even have to charge it up. I can straight away test out, does this work? It's a bit of a lottery. I've put the little spinning plate on it, I've put the soft brush on it. There we go, we're off to the races. It sounds a little bit ropey, I have to say. It's got a bit of it sounds like it's got a knackered bearing on it, to be fair. But the Bluetti works, so we know that. The polisher, not so sure, but it's definitely not a full bust. I wouldn't want to give something like that away. I'd probably give that a go polishing my own car, because I'm not going to put something faulty in someone else's hands, so I don't think we'll be selling that. But that's how we test the gear. That's how we'll test everything with the mains plug on it, make sure it works before we add it to the price. So let's get back into it. Let's take this one down here. What's in here? This looks like it could be hardware again. Seems there's a couple of brackets on the top. Oh no. Oh wow. That is very random. I actually had one of these. Not this, but this is an air horn. And I'm pretty sure you can attach that to a drill. I bought one of these ready-made and give it to Colin Furs. That is flipping cool. You can literally mount that on the top of an impact gun and make a beastie air horn. That is awesome. How many of those have we got? 8 air horn assemblies. That was not on the bingo card for today at all. 8 air horns. Another box here. I can tell what this is already. We are going to be sorted for that face whitening cream. What the heck we're supposed to do with all that, I have no idea. They're all brand new and sealed. Put that over there with the other face whitening creams. That puts us on probably about 300. Face whitening cream. Oh, it's all about tan, isn't it? It's all about, I thought it was all about fake tan.
Stupid. 10.
Another big old box. This is the one with angle grinder written on it. This is a flipping beast of a box, and it feels like that's not batteries. That could be an angle grinder. Let's hope the batteries work with it. It's flipping wired. It's a wired grinder. What are all the batteries for? It's a T-Toc UK wired grinder. Crazy. Wow, the whole pallet is stuffed with batteries. That is crazy. T-Toc grinder, what do you reckon? These are Amazon quality tools. Might have to do a review of some of the worst Amazon tools because that might make the list, but we don't know yet. There's a reason why they've all been returned. No one was buying them, but in there I've got 10 grinders. Oh, I was hoping they were battery powered. What is the deal with that? Why would they send all these batteries back without any battery powered tools? What have we got here? Speaker stand. Well, that might be useful. We use a lot of tripods. Looks like just a tripod. Speaker stand is quite self-explanatory, but let's have a look at it. That is a bit of a chunky stand. That's pretty cool. Another battery. Here's a big box of stuff. Lots of the same item, it looks like. It'd be nice if it actually said something on the side of the box to give you a bit of a clue. What is that? Is that like a toast rack or something? Can't quite work out what that is. Whatever it is, I've got about 20 of them. This is a 3-slice bread warmer upper that mounts on top of your toaster. There's no writing on this box at all to give me a clue what the heck that is. That's annoying. That's a nightmare. No clue on that. No clue anywhere. So 20 toast racks and then loads of this. That we already know that's all hardboard. More hardboard. Piece of cardboard. 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 Ah, another one of these picture frames. So is that a full box of picture frames? This could be a full box of those picture frames, which is not the worst thing to get stuck with a load of. That was a nice item, and it's the kind of item that a charity shop would be happy to take. Certain items I'm not as worried about finding, because I feel like we could find a home for that. A4 picture frames, I'm pretty confident a charity shop would be happy to see those, and the team might be happy to have a few of them, and we could do something with one. Yeah, they're all the same, so I've got loads of those now. Got an entire box of A4 picture frames to go with the other ones that are down there, so that's not bad. All of those are the same, all of those are the same. And we are getting somewhere now. Onto this old beastie. Bolts. Countersunk set screws. That is a full box of hardware. We're going to have to come up with something creative to find good homes for the hardware. Little single box on the top. I recognise that battery. Does that look like it comes off some sort of Hoover?
It has to be a Dyson.
That's like to turn your Hoover into a power tool battery adapter or something. But that's what it reminds me of. I'm going to put that with the batteries. Don't even want to open all those. There's flipping loads of these. Let's stick them out the way over there. Right, here's a nice big box. Let's hope this is something decent. Oh, goodness me. We've got an entire box now of battery adapters, I reckon. That is the very same. Might turn all those batteries into USB power banks because they've all got a USB. Let's check that actually. It's going to be sod's law that it's a no, isn't it? Nope. What is going on? Most random selection of stuff, not even linked. I've got a feeling we might have been stuffed with loads of those because these boxes all look the same. I've had a rat on this box, eating the side to see what's going on.
There's a rat, a big rat inside.
That is the same again. Adapters. Let's get another couple of these. At least we know what we're dealing with then. Yeah, they are the same. Whew. I don't know if it makes it better or worse. At least I know I've got loads. It's going to be easier to price check at the end. We've got 200 of the same item. We will find an outlet for all this stuff, but this is a very tricky pallet. Ugh. This is a different box. Looks like hardware and batteries. Crazy to think the amount of lithium that is going into these batteries. 3 amp hour lithium battery. And we've got a full pallet of it. That is just crazy. And then these are all bags of hardware. We'll do a final battery count at the end because obviously there's a lot of batteries on this pallet. There we go, we're down to the batteries now. That is a full box of batteries, 21 volts, so these are like 18 volt, 2 amp hour batteries. Bit of a theme with our pallets, isn't it? Batteries. The whole thing's like a flipping hazard. Crazy amounts of batteries. Whoa, and that's heavy as well, that's a heavy box. Oh, what's this thing? Just randomly slotting in mad items, like a pack of shelves. We've got all the hardware for the furniture. Now the pieces of the furniture are coming through. We've got 2 bits of melamine. Wow, that is a chunking amount of stuff. And I think we've got batteries now all the way down. Yeah, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 boxes of batteries. Then I've got another 2 boxes of these adapters. And to be fair, there is another box on the bottom that looks different. So let's just skip forward to that. And then I will organise all of this. Clear a bit of room and then do a bit of a count. Yeah, that's the same again. More kind of batteries in there though. What is this thing? Let's hope for something decent. It's right on the bottom of the pallet. It's not been checked, which is nice to know. Can't see any clue as to what it is. It's a single item. Oh no, it's not. It's multiple. And it's those shelves. There we go. We've got shelf packs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a box, plus that one 6, plus another 5. White shelves aren't too bad. I mean, to be fair, having a bit of white melamine is never too bad, but you're definitely not going to get your money back if you open up a pallet and it's all white melamine boards. The good thing about the tote bags is you can't fill them with the same bulky junk. Yeah, you can see it's numbered 10, so this is like part of a kit, really, part of a piece of furniture. So maybe the rest of it's on the other pallet. Right, so I've made a bit of a mess now. I've got stuff everywhere. Let me tidy all this up and we'll have a bit of a tally up.
3 hours later.
So we've done a roundup, and I tell you what, there's far more stuff than I even expected it. The count has just gone on and on and on. Let me start you off. We've got 450 power tool batteries, and I still don't know what the heck they're for, but they are definitely for some power tools. So there's going to be a little project figuring out what these attach to. I did work out what this thing attached to. We've got 170 V6 Dyson converters. So that attaches to a V6 Dyson, and then it says on the back DW, and I thought that's got to be DeWalt. Check the DeWalt battery, clips in, 170 Dyson DeWalt battery converters. It would have been nice if they were split across Makita, Milwaukee, and a few different types. Sadly, I've checked them and they're all DeWalt, but you never mind, you can't win them all. Still not found a battery for this, but it's nice to have a battery powered tool. Hopefully there's more on the second pallet. A couple of the other highlights, got the 10 grinders in like a pinky shade of red, and then the polisher is in Milwaukee teal. And it doesn't stop there, because over here I've basically piled up all of the hardware stuff, and there is a mountain of it. There's loads of fixings, fasteners. I'm not entirely sure what we're going to do with that, but we've got 10 of the grinders. Those things that I thought were toaster trays, they're air fryer trays. Makes more sense going in an air fryer than sat on the top of a toaster. So we've got 300 of the whitening creams. To be honest, that was a monster task, just counting all of those. 300 creams, 450 batteries, 10 grinders, 21 packs of the air fryer trays, 40 MDF sheets, 15 mixed hardware bags, 20 of the drawer liners, 33 cup holders, 31 of the picture frames. They were one of the good pickups, to be fair. 8 of the train horns. The train horn has got to be one of the best picks so far. I can really get into the idea of making up some train horns with these, but we'll have to test them out later. Can't do that now. And 100 UK to EU converters. We've got some other bits and bobs too, but they're the big points. And as you can see, I've actually managed to clear a bit of room now to get into the second pallet. So let's not delay, let's get into it. Starting with this monster box, which I can actually see says rocking chair. And let's just hope it's not in some gaudy colour and it's not damaged. So let's get into this rocking chair. So the big question on this box is, what colour is it going to be? I had a good scout around the box, can't see a label with like a colour identifier. My guess is a dark green. I don't know why. Let's have a look. I saw a little tiny edge of cream there. I think it is cream. Rocker assembly instructions, I am not assembling it. Not as exciting as emerald green. That's what I was pitching. Looks pretty sturdy, looks quite clean. Doesn't look like a return, does it? It looks just like it's never been out of the box, really. Definitely gonna have to build it to see if it's any good. For now though, I think we've answered the question, what colour is it? We'll put it back in the box and we'll build that later. This says artificial tree on the side. Very, very dodgy, this pallet. They need to sack the pallet builder, this warehouse. There's no pride left anymore in pallet building, is there? Ah, I thought it might have been an artificial Christmas tree. This might just go in the canteen. Quite like plants, artificial plants. You can't kill them, no matter how hard you try. Oh, that is, you know what? That's my favourite bit so far, that is. Oh, see why it was returned, it won't stand up. So this is quite nice. So extend the olive branch out to the team. You can put an olive tree in the canteen. I like that. That is good. You pay a lot of money for one of these, for an artificial plant, a little artificial tree. And it's a big tree for a little pot. Well, not only does it feel unbalanced, it physically is unbalanced, it's falling over. Definitely needs a heavier going pot. That pot is just terrible. Put that through the bandsaw to try and cut a flat bottom on it. Tell you what I could do, I could put that in a bigger pot and then fill that pot with cement. Make it a bit better. Not bad though, that's pretty cool. Better than, I thought it was gonna be a Christmas tree. I know we're at the right time of year for a Christmas tree, but I prefer an olive tree. That can live there. Right, on to the next one. It's a right mess, this box. This could literally be anything. There's a bit of red fabric just come poking out. I think it's a parasol. Maybe not a parasol. This is a heavy bag stand. This is a boxing bag. That would not have been my guess at all. I thought we were going for a parasol. So this is a boxing bag and a boxing bag stand. That is pretty cool. You never know what you're gonna get on these things, and that is better than I was expecting. A big mess of a box like this, I always kind of feel that it's gonna be just a disappointment and more trouble than it's worth. But a boxing bag stand is not bad. We'll put that over here with the bulky stuff. Right, we're into some tidier looking boxes now, which look a little bit less destroyed. Doesn't mean anything, doesn't mean they're any better or worse, as we've already been able to tell, but I can see perspex, like a perspex sheet in here. Looks like some sort of porch. Little like temporary put me up porch that goes over your front door maybe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Not bad, you pay about 60, 70 quid for a little porch like that. And then you've got some of this plastic sheeting that you put into it. That's brand new. That one wasn't opened either, so that's nice. Not gonna open it anymore. We've got a porch. Ready for the next one? It literally could be anything. That is not a good sign. It's like throwback to the second pallet we did. It was full of extension poles for curtain poles. This is not that, it's something different. Thank you for purchasing our product. Little did you know, I've had it for free on a pallet. We've got a couple of bent damaged poles, that's not a good sign. Hopefully there's not something in that box. Oh goodness me, what is this? This is literally the world of white poles. And no picture, no clue as to what it is. I think it's a dodgy gazebo.
I'd have this gazebo torn down and built into a coffin.
Whatever it is, it ain't going to be that anymore, is it? This is now a pile of scrap. That's a bust, what we call that one. That is a bust. So this one looks like it is a return because it's got a Track 24 sticker on it, which means it's been out and been back. Or it's not come from a warehouse anyway. At some point it's been shipped. Kind of tell that with the duct tape as well, can't you? Drum roll. Was that on your bingo card? A ceramic sink. It's not a bad sink. Let that sink in, will you? That does put me in mind of Elon Musk. When he buys Twitter, he says, let that sink in. That is a proper ceramic sink, that is. And it's not a bad one either. Now, let's see if we find a tap and a trap as well. We need a trap, we need a plug hole, get the full setup going. Tell you what, with the bathroom cabinet, we're getting close to a full bathroom suite here. All right, here's another trash box, pink. All right, got a bit of a vibe of what this is. Oh, a load of boxes. What's in it? Nothing. That's devastating, that, isn't it? All pink boxes, all nice pink boxes. Nothing, nothing, more nothing, more nothing. That could have been an absolute winner, that could have been a full set of jewellery. Never mind, you can't win them all. Let's go for this. Another big box on the top. We are making some progress now. We're getting, hey look, there's the parasol. There's the parasol we were missing. Let's keep going through top down. One piece, so whatever it is, there's only one of them. 12 kilo, no clue on the box what it is. Could be anything. It's in a bag. Get your guesses in now. Gazebo, my guess is. Feels like a fold out gazebo or something. There we go. A full gazebo with 4 sides. A 4-sided gazebo. How much do you pay for a 4-sided gazebo? That's got to be 70 or 80 quid maybe for a cheap one. Obviously this isn't like a branded one or anything, but looks pretty tidy in the bag. White and blue. Full gazebo. Does it say the dimensions on there? Answer on a postcard. Doesn't say. Probably like 2.5 meters, 3 meters they are, aren't they? But that is the, that's a pretty cool item. Gazebo. Oh, much chunkier, more expensive stuff on this pallet than anything we've had before. Every box feels like it could be something totally different. This is a nicely sealed box, not been opened before. This is the power shower to go with the sink. This is a gas heater. It's kind of like a combi shower, actually. It wasn't far off with combi shower. This is also to put water to your sink as well. Crazy. I wonder how much that is. How efficient is it? It's got a sticker on the top, that efficiency sticker. That is pretty cool. The last pallets were random, but this is the next level. Bet you that's like 250, 300 quid. That item alone and a couple of others, and you've got your 800 quid back, you know. That's brand new in the box, so whatever that is, you're not knocking a lot off. See if this is a parasol's come in all sorts of colours. See if this is a normal colour. Matches that rocking chair. Boom. You're going to be sat in your rocking chair with your brolly up, or you can go jousting. So it's one or the other, really. It's a double. Looks like a jousting stick, that, doesn't it? Look at the size of the end on that. That's pretty cool. I don't know why I'm putting this one up, but some of the things that are easy to build feel a bit more like I don't mind giving that one a go. I'll build the parasol, no problem. Oh, is it broken? Is that right? It's been returned. No. There we go. That's the first thing I've built this video. Bit mouldy though, look at that on the edge. What are they like? See, someone's returned that with a bit of marks on it. But had a lovely trip down the beach, they've had the parasol, and then they've thought, that's us done now. Send that back to Amazon. Oh, now can I put it down? That's always the challenge with these. Oh, and we're in. That's the parasol built. This is a heavy box. Oh, return. We've got an every label. So this is like twice returned. It was a box within a box. Wrapped up with some floor tape. It's going to be inside a Tesco's bag in here and all. Oh, this is a mess. Is that a flipping 2-stroke engine? Was that on your bingo card? I'm pretty sure that's 2-stroke, like a little 2-stroke petrol engine. There's a little exhaust for it. Someone's upgraded their scooter. Chucked it all in a box and sent it back. Tell you the cheek of some people. And there's the fuel tank, look. Is this for like some sort of little micro build motorbike or something? Because look at that. Someone is going to find this video and they're going to go, blimey heck, that's where it all ended up. I wondered what happened to the absolute insanity of a parcel I sent back and got a full refund. And it's here in my unit now. What is going on? We're going to put that in the miscellaneous junk pile over here, I reckon. What's this one? I think we can put a few guesses in on what this one is. Please cut the seal from here. Oh, there we go. We've got some black poles to go with all the white poles we've got. And this is another little temporary wardrobe or temporary storage solution, I'm guessing. That is a real kind of build it in any shape, size you want. This is literally infinity options of wardrobe. A lot of temporary storage options on here. That felt like all bars and all, didn't it? This is a return, like you can see, it's got one of the classic Amazon return slips in it. The good thing about this though is it'll tell us what it is. And this is a 3x9 meter party tent gazebo. That is flipping massive. 3 unique wind bars and side panels. It's crazy that you can buy a 9 meter gazebo on Amazon. That is bonkers. But it makes sense why there's so many poles in here. So I've got 2 of these now, so I can probably make about 18 meters. There was a few bent poles, so I've pretty much got a 15 meter gazebo here. That is a real heavy box too. So 2 2 beastie gazebos, and it doesn't stop there. I've got a funny feeling that might be much the same. This one is a different style. Baby playmat it says on it, so that's a bit of a change of pace, not as heavy. It's quite cute. That's the kind of thing that's a lot easier to get on the pallet, because the charity shop that we go to, or we took all the last pallet stuff, it's Bernardo's, and they have a separate kind of children's baby charity shops for baby stuff. So this is the kind of thing that they would love to get, and essentially it's a fold out mat with all sorts of designs on it. It's pretty cool. See that over there? Ooh, what else have we got? I feel like I want something different. I don't want another gazebo. This is definitely a different size box. Another slip in the top. What is that? The back of a motor. It's like some sort of appliance. There's a big old tank in it. Definitely an appliance. Looks like some sort of kitchen gadget. Is it like an urn for hot water? It's nice to guess before I look at the paper. Water distiller, electric purifier, stainless steel, glass. There we go. We'll have to test that and see if that works, but that could actually be something we use. Right then. I feel like I recognise that logo. Omi Salon. Did we open a box with that logo on it earlier? This is a director's chair with assembly instructions. Good job. Happy days. Right, well, I've got a director right in front of me, and it might be that this is his chair. That's the one thing we were missing here, director's chair. Well, there you go. That's another item we're definitely going to use. I can imagine setting up that. Might even just be for me. It's more like a lifeguard chair, that, isn't it? It's got pieces falling off. It's a return, because there's a return slip. So someone wasn't happy with it. It says makeup artist stool as well. Makes more sense for doing someone's hair and makeup. If I sit on it and it collapses, that's because that piece is vital. There we go. So that's why it was returned, essentially, because it was missing that piece. I'm glad I didn't go fully over, because that would have been at the end of the video. But the director's chair is a bust. Makes sense why that was returned.
But remember, we pay 250 quid for every clip we show. So send your DVDs and tapes to Free Post. You've been framed.
Right, on to the next. Go for some of these smaller boxes. It's another micro gazebo. This note, we've got another storage kind of cupboard with loads of those bars. So we've got 2 of those now. That'd be no fun. I like getting the smaller boxes. I almost don't even need to open that one. More black straws. That's something a bit different. Yolio, we've got a baby seat in a blue colour. It's a booster seat to strap onto a chair. It's pretty nice, isn't it? All looks pretty tidy. I'm not going to sit on this one though. Oh, there you go. It's quite a nice mechanism to fold into place. I'm checking this one out because I've actually got a little 2-year-old. This is a product I can comment on. So that's something you don't see usually. The fact it's got like an adjustable height, so you can like put it on a chair and then lift it up a little bit. And then can we manage to put it down again? That is always the challenge.
Completely destroyed the baby seat.
I like that. Again, I don't think I'm in the market for one, so this is a perfect item to go to the children's charity shop, see, especially as it's all working and it's all nice and clean as well. Looks like it's been returned, but maybe they just weren't a fan of the colour. It all works, which is nice to know. Get that over there. Right, let's go for another big box. That's a different size box, that's thin. Thought that was a chunky gazebo box again, but no. Oh, hello. Hello, hello. Is this an ottoman? I think it is. Oh, I'm a fan of these. I think these are great for camping. You go camping, you take a full-on folding ottoman with you, and it's not only is it loads of storage, look how small it folds down. That's a winner. Yeah, that's a good pickup. That goes in there. Full-on ottoman. Nice. That's a good item. All nice and clean as well. Stick that over there. Oh, that's another thing I built. Something electric. This looks like it's the inside of a sit-stand desk. Electric platform scale. Oh, it's better than a sit-stand desk. This is a little scale. That's pretty cool. Now that is a good item. That is a good pickup. It's always handy having a scale. If we ever want to start selling pick and mix, we're ready to go. Oh, it's industrial too. Look at that. It's like checker plate. I wonder what that weight goes up to. I wonder if that's vegetables or if I can stand on it. Not that I would, but 100 kgs that goes up to. Heavy duty scales, postal scales, 100 kgs, stainless steel. That is a good item. That's another item that we'll probably use in the business. That is a winner, that is. If it works, that is a really good pickup. Again, I reckon that would be about 150 quid. So with the distilled water maker and the fact that we've got like probably about 50 square meters of gazebos now as well, which we can just set up like the biggest marquee outside the unit and basically have a free extension. You know, it's all kicking off. Yeah, this is another 9-meter gazebo. Currently at 27 meters of white gazebos. You know, we keep going, I'll have a tunnel all the way from my house under gazebo to the unit. Is this another gazebo? If the next conference you see us at, we're all set up underneath a gazebo, you'll know why. This is another gazebo. This is a return though. It's got a return slip, so I won't open it anymore. 3 meter by 3 meter, practical waterproof. That's a traditional gazebo, that one. Looks chunky. Down to the final layers now. I can see some different boxes. Another piece of storage, this radiator cover possibly. Someone's taken the corner of the, oh there it is, pieced together the assembly instructions. Even looking at that, I still can't tell what that is. Some little tote maybe for cables, only small. Can't really make out what that is. Some sort of little assembly tote. That is too small to be a radiator cover, to be fair. Let me know in the comments what you think this thing is. Side table. Well, that helps, doesn't it? It helps when there's a clue on the box. There we go, it's the same style as that. That looks more like a flipping toilet seat than it does look like a side table. Maybe it's a table for the side of your toilet. Apparently that's a side table though. Another little box with not much in it, it's very light. Oh, here we go. Advent calendar. That's pretty good timing. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation Advent Calendar. Is anyone out there a big Lampoon fan and gone for yourself a Lampoon's Advent Calendar?
And why is the carpet all wet, Todd?
I don't know, Margot.
Interesting, the things you find on an Amazon pallet. All right, we've got a couple of big boxes now. Let's get into this one. I can see that one says it's a playpen, pretty mental. Fair, I can see this one says it's a pizza oven trolley. That, again, wasn't on the bingo card. Maybe I can mount the ceramic sink on top of this and have a little traveling wash station. I think it is exactly what it says on the tin, this. It's just a double shelf dining cart table for a pizza oven by Pizzello, the artisans of pizza. I don't have a pizza oven, but I've got a pizza oven trolley. Nondescript box, that's good. Mystery box. This is the pizza oven. Fingers crossed, this is the pizza oven right here. Got wheels on it. Don't know any pizza ovens that got wheels on. Oh, that is what I needed. A Zimmer frame. That'll do me. I can have my pizza oven on wheels and I can be sat on that rolling around. To be fair, that is a nice item to get, but just because I know that there's charities and there's places that will be crying out for this. They'll be very happy to get a little Zimmer frame. So happy days. Matt's not been very well and maybe he'll benefit from a Zimmer frame. He might be the first in the queue for it. What do you reckon?
No, John.
I'm not going to build that neither. Or maybe I will, but I'll build that off camera. On to the next one. Another nondescript box. These are quite cool because literally could be anything. Kitchen gadget maybe? Whatever it is, it looks broke. Hot vapor cleanable water tank. Even with the description, I still don't know what that is. It's a single pipe hot spray steamer. I'm still lost. I guess it's for cleaning with steam, but how it works and what the heck the front end, what's the back end, how that goes. To me, that is the top off an R2-D2. That's what that is. And I can't think of any other application for it. Well, that's a hot steamer. So there you go. Second to last, we've got this big heavy box on the bottom here, and it's a children's playpen by Dripex. And again, I think that is exactly what it says on the tin. It is just it's a return. Dripex baby playpen, foldable, 5 feet by 5 feet playpen, about yay high. I'm not in the market for a playpen, but that's what it looks like, and that's on my pallet. Big old box, that might go for a few quid. Oh, that might be a good one for the end tally. And actually, this wasn't one box, this was 2 boxes. So let's hope it's good, because whatever it is, I've got 2 of them. I've got a bad feeling it's a flipping gazebo. And there we have it. It's 4 gazebos. That's 2 boxes put together. That's 2 boxes. Well, maybe this is those little storage totes. So that is the second pallet. I do think there's some really good bits of value on there and there's some junk, but that's kind of what we get every single time. If that scale works, that is a beauty. I can well see that being a benefit in our factory, having a 100 kg scale. If it works, that's a little beauty. The water distiller as well. The forklift truck takes a lot of distilled water, so having that is pretty good. So I think what we've got to do now is build the Zimmer frame, tidy everything up and do a roundup for what we've got so far.
It's roundup time.
So I've sorted everything out, I've tidied it all up and I've tallied up the recommended price on all of the stuff we've had off the pallets. Now, I've not added anything in that was broken or unsaleable, so all I've got is the recommended price of all the items that are saleable. Whether or not I could sell them is a totally different question. So before you jump into the comments and go, that's a ridiculous price, you'll never sell them for that, I am fully aware a lot of this stuff would never be sold in a million years. But the question is, I've spent £850 on 3 pallets. Where are we up to? How much value have we got? So I've laid everything out and I've built a bunch of stuff as well. I built this Zimmer frame here. This is a great example because it might look pretty good, but actually it's missing a brake lever. This bar here does not fit. It's literally for a different model. And even more sadly, one of the wheels falls off. It didn't come with any bracket for that one or a bolt, so it was missing 2 key components to put the 3rd wheel on. So that was a bit of a bust. The RRP on that one, there was £83, but obviously I can't include that. That is a perfect example of an item I've not included in the finished price because what can you do with it really? It's missing too many bits. Over here, we've got the Ottoman and that is on the list for 30 quid. Pizza trolley, 64 quid, that was all working. The scale, that's 60 quid. Probably one of the best items that I'll actually keep and use. These tools, the polishers, 24 quid. Grinders were about 15. This thing I can't test because they're literally, I don't have any batteries for it, but I think that was about 15 quid. This is pretty good. The punching bag, put it all together. It's nice and solid, not missing any bits. Punching bag came in at 107 quid. Filled it with all the packaging, so it was a dual purpose winner, that one. Happy days. Still not sure on this. Couldn't find a price on the old R2-D2 head. Tricky one this, I've not tested it. I think it's missing a few bits, so I've not included the R2-D2 head on the price. Director's chair, RRP on that, because it was also listed as a salon chair, 240 quid, but it's pretty much busted entirely. Whoever returned it has properly broken the bracket, broken the bottom struts, and the little foot brace as well. So that is knackered, as is the rocking chair. The rocking chair was an absolute shocker. Half of the box was empty. Literally, I took this piece out the top, I found the base. There's no sides, no rocker, no mechanism. Someone has literally bought that from Amazon, taken the arms and returned that back. So, I mean, it's comfy. These two pieces aren't too bad. But without arms and a rocking mechanism, what have I got? And the answer is a big fat nothing. Moving on, olive tree. That's not too bad. We will actually keep that. 33 quid. Over here is where the big money is. The most expensive item on the pallet by a long way is the batteries. So there were 450 in total, mixed between 18 volt and 12 volt, all brand new packaged. Some of them were T-Toc brands. I've not really heard of T-Toc. I've had a look. They don't match any of the other standard batteries I've got. This one is like a Makita knockoff battery, but it's charged with like a little plug, so not ideal. I looked them up on Amazon. They are still for sale. They're sold at 17 quid, which is bonkers. £17 each, 450 batteries gives us £7,650 of batteries, which is insane because they're not worth even close to that. You'd never sell them in a million years. What I can think though, two things, that's a heck of a lot of lithium. How much money's worth of just lithium have we got? That is just crazy. I feel like I've got some sort of bomb here now in the amount of batteries. It's flipping crazy how many batteries are in this unit. It feels like it shouldn't even be allowed. Can you be sold 450 batteries without knowing it? I just bought an unnamed pallet and I've ended up with basically a Tesla battery. And then the other thing is, if I put all of these together, could I run a car? Now, I haven't got time to build myself a milk float and drive around off powered batteries, but maybe there's a YouTuber that could. Let me know in the comments. Can you think of a YouTuber maybe that you watch that could use all these batteries? 450 of these, I'll happily send them to someone who can actually build something amazing with them. You let me know in the comments, give me some recommendations, and I will send these for free to somebody who can actually use them, recycle them. Over here, I've got all the gazebos. I had 5 of the massive gazebos. Those 9-meter gazebos are £150 each. So I've got £750 of gazebos, and I've got a load of the little ones, which is 20 quid. The ceramic sink was a bit of a winner. Ceramic sink come in at 50 quid. It's not a bad sink for 50 quid. The seat was 20, children's playpen, 70 quid. The gas heater was 70 quid on the end. You can see why it's adding up a lot. This little 2-stroke engine as well, it's got a lot of value in it. Now, I didn't include this on the list because I can't test it. I don't know if it's knackered. Price for a kit like this on Amazon, about 180 quid. Water distiller, 50 quid, and we tested that as well, so that's working. So that's everything I've laid out. Some of the other notable ones are the whitening cream, 300 whitening creams. Look these up, they're about £2.99 each, which gives us £870 worth of face and body whitening cream, which is crazy. And I actually had a look at this. The instructions couldn't be any clearer. Let me read them to you. It says how to use cream on clean and dry skin. Apply proper amount of cream to the desired area. Gently massage into skin until fully absorbed. Caution, use a small amount of product before use. Classic, that, innit? Use a small amount of the product before you use it, and then use it after local skin allergy. Do not use it on skin or allergy. If you feel unwell, please stop it. That's good advice, isn't it? If you feel unwell, just stop it. Just stop it. Stop feeling unwell if you feel unwell, guys. And that is the face and body whitening cream. 300 tubs of that, 870 quid. What am I ever going to do with that? That is a nightmare. Another highlight, I think, for me was the train horn, because I did buy one of these from America, from Impact Train Horns. I loved it, but then ended up giving it to Colin because he had a fun run I think he was using it for. But now I've got one of these, I think I will make another train horn. And I did give it a test. So I got one of the batteries. There's not much to this. It just had 2 wires hanging out of it. So I just thought, well, I'll give it a blast and see if it works. And I tell you now, it flipping scared me to death. It is so loud. I got 8 of these. You ready? Woo! I think that's louder than one I gave to Colin, and I got 8 of those. They're about 30 quid on Amazon. So again, they add up quite quick. Another one is the Dyson DeWalt adapters. We had 170 of those, and the retail at £19 each, which gives us £3,230 worth of just adapters for the Dyson V6, which is mental. So that's not everything, but that's a good smattering of stuff. And it all comes to £16,386 of value. That's our biggest number yet. This is our 3rd pallet video, and that is certainly the most value of stuff we've got. And we've not even finished yet. We've had 3 pallets for £850. I've got £16,400 nearly worth of stuff. And I also didn't include all that random hardware and MDF sheets, all the kind of random bags of little bits and bobs, the dowels and the hinges, and it's a bit too random, very hard to price, and also it's kind of valueless unless you know what kit it goes with. That's not to say it's fit for the bin. I think there could be a use for that, but I'm not quite sure. Although I've not decided exactly where this will go, we always find a really good outlet and nothing goes to waste. We use every part of this pallet. Some of it will go to the team, some of it will go to charities, some of it might go to other YouTubers. Get your comments in, get your suggestions down below this video. Help me find some YouTubers, especially for the batteries, possibly for the hardware. And I've still got all of these totes left to go through. We've got 8 full, really heavy mystery totes. And I think these have got some of the smaller, more random stuff. One of them I can see is full of returns and return packages. And another one literally weighs an absolute ton. I can hardly shift it, so I don't know what the heck's in that. I'm hoping it's not more power tool batteries. Hopefully we find some of the power tools that the batteries actually fit. That would be amazing. And we can find something to do a pretty good giveaway. You know how we love a giveaway on this channel, and I don't think I found anything quite there yet. The grinders maybe, the angle grinders, we've got 10 of those. That could form part of a giveaway, but we're gonna do all of that in a part 2. This is part 1, I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what was your favorite pick, any of these stand out to you. Let me know if you would consider getting an Amazon pallet, because I think this one could put a lot of people off, but it could also embolden a lot of people. £17,000 worth of stuff on a pallet for £800, it's a heck of a deal if you think you can flog the stuff. So let me know in the comments, get involved in the comments below, make sure you subscribe while you're down there, drop us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and don't worry, you won't be waiting long for part 2, because I'm going to be getting straight into it, and I've actually opened some of this on a live stream. So make sure you're keeping your eyes peeled for the YouTube live streams every Monday evening, where I am cutting foam, organising tools, sometimes opening Amazon pallets live on a Monday evening at 6:30. So get over there, get your questions in, come and talk to me live and ask you questions about foam, about Amazon pallets, about anything you want. We're talking tools over on Monday nights on the lives. Next week is going to be part 2, so make sure you subscribe, click the bell icon so you don't miss that future video. And a big thanks to Pallets for sponsoring this video. Once again, if you do want one of these, check out the link at the top of the description, and thanks for watching.